What's up, everyone? And before we get into this video and show off the new arcade mode in iRacing, a new mode I think calls for some new equipment. All right, guys, this is the kit that we're going to be reviewing today. This is the newest wheel from Battat, newer name in the sim racing community for peripherals. I think they just got into making peripherals. So this is the Zoom driving wheel. So it's definitely set at like an entry-level market. So the idea being this is kind of one of your first to kind of get you into the world of sim racing. So full disclosure, before we get too much into it, this was sent to me by Battat as a review item. So just wanted to disclose that before we get into it. This was sent to me for review, but that no means all my opinions will be my own. I have complete editorial control over the review, so that shouldn't influence my views in any way. But as you can see right from the get-go when we look at it here, we got a lot of functions, a lot of buttons here in the front. Let's go ahead and get her open and we will have a closer look. All right, so we got her out of the box. Here she is. Everything you can imagine here on the wheel. A lot of functionality here. As you can see, we've got our shift lights, which actually double as launch lights for when you're taking off, which is pretty cool. We've got our horn real big in the middle as you're driving. Any of you iRacers know, sometimes you gotta let those people know, especially if you're doing multi-class racing. Having that right there in the middle is really good functionality. Also, what you don't see a lot of nowadays on a lot of newer, even more advanced wheels are hand controls. So you've got your gas and your brake right here on the wheel. So whether you're just getting started and maybe you don't have the money for pedals or you want to kind of build as you go, or someone who may be handicap accessible, you've got hand controls directly on the wheel, which is really nice. So to see them put that into such an entry level wheel is really cool. I also have indicator lights up here for when you turn. I think my guess, I don't know if this is possible, but my guess is in Sim Hub, I bet you could go in and kind of make these indicators for your blind spots. I could see that if it's not already functional because it is newer wheel. It is a newer wheel. I could see people going in and adding that functionality, so something to keep track of. But the big showpiece that you're adding right here on the wheel is your ignition button. So a lot of times you see guys add like a button box or something to have the ignition switch. They put it right on the wheel, which again is insane functionality that they're putting directly into this entry-level wheel. And you'll see if I turn it, that kind of indicates and gets everything started. And there you go. You can actually start your car in the sim, which is pretty cool. And I mentioned it has the launch lights. So when the clock is counting down in the sim, you just press the checker flag here. And there you go. You're off and running. It even plays some background music, which I think is pretty cool. iRacing itself doesn't have a lot of, I'm just going to turn it down so you can hear, but iRacing itself doesn't have a lot of background music, so it's kind of cool to kind of include that. You can turn it off if you choose to, but it is in there. But the big kind of piece of resistance, the function that kind of separates this is this little view window in the top that shows where the car is in relation to the track, sorry. So you'll see here as I turn the wheel, the car there moves to the left and right. I don't know if you can get it on that close enough to see that. But the farther I crank it, you're literally seeing how far the car is moving. So nice little indicator, because when you're in your cockpit view in iRacing, you can't always tell where you are in relation to it, depending on how much wheel you're giving it. So to have that functionality there is great. One place I did skip on is the shifters. So it's just one solid piece in the back. There's not a lot of give on it. It's kind of like one of those seesaw paddles. So that is on the back. But that's pretty much it. Pretty impressed with such an entry-level wheel. And that's not just because this is the first one I've ever been sent for review. If you guys want to send me some other ones, I'm happy to check this out as well. But let's go ahead and get in the sim. And I know what you're all waiting for. You all want to see the new iRacing arcade mode. So let's go ahead and get to that retro mode in iRacing using this brand new Battat wheel. So I realized I didn't show you guys how to actually go ahead and turn this mode on. Unfortunately, I can't capture it because my NVIDIA card only lets me capture once the sim launches. I can't capture like the screen, but I put a screenshot here. As you can see, it's just right above in the settings screen. I don't know if it's just temporary or what, but they've put this little toggle here and it just says arcade mode, and you just toggle that from off to on. And when the session loads, it will be in this kind of pixelated retro 8-bit mode. So there you go. Pretty simple to do. Let's go ahead and dive in. All right, here we go. Here at Spa, one of my favorite tracks, period. We are starting 8th in the retro mode, which should be a lot of fun. Let's see if I can fix this real quick. Nope. All right, let's go. With our new wheel, and let me know what you guys think about this new arcade retro mode. Kind of hard to see, but it definitely does remind me of the old racing games of the past. Let's see how we can do here. One of my favorite tracks, I love Spa and GT7. I just bought it today. So this is the first time we're running on it in iRacing. So I know the track, like I know the turns, Rouge, Radeon, but of course it's always going to be different depending on what sim you're on or game you're playing. So definitely going to be interesting to see how different it is here than on GT7. One thing I only got like 10 minutes of practice before qualifying started. So I did get to do a few laps before qualifying. And one thing I noticed immediately is all the brake I kept looking for the brake markers from GT7. Like, there's also not a lot of countdowns like 300, 200, 100 on the track here, which is weird. So some of my braking markers are probably going to be a little bit off. I also am braking a little bit earlier just because I'm assuming I can't go as deep as I was doing in Gran Turismo. So I still think there's a ton of improvement I can do here. Just getting to know just kind of a little bit. But it's pretty fun to drive it in this car. This Ferrari is super fun to drive. And as you can imagine, it's fun here at Spa, of course, as well. All right, so let's take this new wheel for a spin. Let me get fired up on my starter lights here. Oh, geez. What was that about? Somebody trying to brake check us to give some space, I guess. This is going to be tricky coming out of this chicane here to get started.
Okay, Ryan. Be ready.
Can I time it right? Oh, it was pretty darn close. Pretty close. Here we go. All right, we're going to turn that off now. That was fun while it lasted. Braking. Heavy braking. We're going to leave plenty of space. It doesn't look like there's anybody on the inside of us, though.
Right.
Run it wide. We do got a guy there now, but we're going to speed past him. Our first time running through, I'm going to do a little lift. Got cold tires. Right about here, just a slight lift. Keep it in the lines. We did. No 1X there. Good. And we got a nice little run here. Shoot to the outside.
Right side.
He's got the inside for the first zone, but I think we can clear him.
Still there.
Not quite. Nope. Couldn't clear him.
Still there.
Couldn't quite clear him. Maybe could have gone a little deeper in there, but we're on cold tires. We're just going to wait.
Still in good shape here. There's an incident
Oh, somebody spinned off already.
We think it might be Mora.
One thing that sucks is I'm the one car, which kind of is a bummer because
On your right.
I'm definitely,
Clear right.
not
All
as
right.
experienced here
Still
to
there.
be the one car,
Hold your line.
but here we are.
Clear right.
A lot of people didn't put in a qualifying time either. I'm assuming they're fast. So if they're going to come up through, you guys know our drill. We're not going to, especially when we're still learning the track here in iRacing, we're just going to find our sweet spot where we can settle in. I don't mind racing guys and getting defensive, but I mean, it's pretty clear to me, I think, who's faster than me and who I could maybe. If you're like faster than me in one sector, but I'm faster than you in 2 or 3, then I'll get defensive and I'll hold the spot. But some of these guys, it's just obvious they're on another level, and it's just going to hurt me to hold them up, and they may even get frustrated and punt me into a turn anyway. So let's just let them go. Pretty clean first lap, though, I will say. iRacing drivers cleaner than GT7 drivers at Spa so far. Let's check this one. First chicane going into the finish line. That is the hardest braking zone to find because there's like no markers over there that I usually use. And you can't just go to where the curb... Some of the turns here, you can drive it all the way to where the curbing starts, and that's your brake marker. But not there. You got to go a little bit before that. I'm kind of just having to feel it right now. Woo, that was close. Feed it in. All right, we'll see if we can't push it a little bit further now and not lift as much.
Defend hard. Make them work for it.
Slight lift. I could feel it slip. When the confidence wasn't quite there, so I gave it a little lift. It don't take much. Just the slightest little flick of lift in the middle there as you're going up the hill, and you're usually safe. Let's just get some slipstream. Didn't really experiment whether to go up into 6th gear there or not. It's so close to the braking zone. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's really topping out, so I'm just electing to just stay in 5th. Let me know in the comments if I should be upshifting to 6th there, but it doesn't feel like the car's topped out, and we're just getting ready to go into the braking zone, so I'm just kind of holding it. Any tips at all for Spa and iRacing, I would appreciate. Drop below, as I'm still just getting a feel for it. This I definitely, like in GT7, I can sometimes take this flat out, and I'm having to kind of brake. Usually in GT7, I can lift there or go flat out. I hardly ever brake at the bottom there, at the hill. So that's a new development.
Car in front is Zapata, car number 18.
Getting lots of gravel on the track from people going off and flinging gravel. There's a bunch of gravel. So far, the new wheel feels pretty good. Not a ton of force feedback, but again, it's an entry-level wheel. All right, braking zone. Go, 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 get down, get down. Too much, too much, too much. Oh, man. Yeah, that's like I said, I can't get the...
There's an bus stop. It looks like it's...
Oh, somebody else spun out, though, so... Lost a spot, got a spot.
Keep pushing.
But still, if we had not
yeah, car number 4,
botched that braking zone,
10 minutes
we
remaining.
maybe would have gained a spot there, but now we're just neutral, right back where we started. Alright, that was flat out. I might have like sneezed a lift, but for the most part that was flat out. Here is one where you can brake at the curb, where the curbing starts. Heavy on the brakes, going down. And then just a lift here and coast it through. I can feel that I'm not getting on the gas early enough because, like I've said in other videos, the GT3s in Gran Turismo are so loose in the back. You gotta be really baby it, but this car you really don't have to. I can feel like I'm not getting on the gas quick enough, and that's costing me time. But this is definitely a race I'm going to revisit more throughout the week. It's so fun, and it goes quick. I mean, these are long laps for a 15-minute race. I feel like there needs to be a different colored flag because out of the corner of my eye, when it pops, I just think it's yellow.
The gap to Mora ahead is increasing. It's now 1.1 seconds. Okay, Ryan, the next car is Mora, car number 15.
You can go flat out through here.
0.9.
Lift a little lift, just if you're not feeling it. See if we can get this right this time. That was better. Maybe still a little late. We got a good exit there. Just such an iconic track, man.
P9. Good lap. That's your best in the session.
Again, usually I would be happy. I'd be perfectly fine sitting in top 10 and P9, but when we're the number one car, it's not going to give us the iRating gain that it usually would. And a little bit of a heavier lift. Didn't feel like I had a lot of confidence and grip going in to the first part of a Rouge there. Oh, if these guys can start getting kind of feisty, maybe we can get back up on them. I see some noses getting poked out. I see some gravel getting kicked up. They're not driving away from us. I can still see in the how far can I see metric. I can see it about 6th, I feel like.
Darman, car number 14, is now leading.
Wow, I feel like I got more pace in the car that I can get out of it. We're not terribly, getting left in the dust here. At least not by the rest of the top 10. I'm sure the leaders are way gone, but... more gravel getting kicked up.
The gap to Mora ahead is increasing. It's now 2.2 seconds.
Just a little feather there as we go over the apex. Can we get it right? The ever-ending question of getting it right. Come on. No, we definitely our entry felt okay, but the middle and exit was the middle. We dragged a little bit and didn't get a good angle, which meant our exit was trash.
Fuel's good. Five minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
All right, let's hold on. Let's make sure we keep a top 10 here. Guy behind us is starting to get a little close. We probably only got about 2 more laps left, but he's closing in on us. Combination of people who didn't pit or didn't qualify, and people that got spun out in the first few laps, but are top guys that were much quicker. Ooh,
looks like
someone. Ooh, that was the person that was like going for the lead. Or they were like bouncing around the leader position. We've heard a few calls about the leader changing hands, so it's a good race going on up there. I'd love to be a part of it. Still yet to get our first sports car win. We've got a Formula win. We've got, a few oval wins.
You need to push if we're going to
Still
hold this
don't
position.
have that. Yeah, we got a 1X there.
Track limits.
Tires, I can feel losing a little grip. Oh, hold it. Ooh. I don't know if you could see it, but that, I lost a lot of grip there. Man. I don't know if I got gravel on the tires at just a bad time or what, but I did not have a lot of grip going through that section.
Hallery is closing the gap. It's now 0.8.
It's getting close to us. I don't think we're going to get the white flag this time. I think that guy's going to catch us. I think he was the one that got spun out from the lead.
Fastest lap for Hallery, 220.38.
Yeah, he just put in the fastest lap. So that guy's definitely quicker than us. Now we just gotta judge, I guess, when he gets close to us, how we let him go. I'm not gonna... There's a little bit of a gap behind him. I don't want to risk the guy behind him getting close to us, me trying to defend against someone who's very clearly faster. If it was the white flag, if this was the last lap, hell yeah, I'd be defending like crazy, but there's still a whole lap to go. He's probably going to catch us by the time we get to the bottom of the hill.
Dennis, car number 12.
He's already on us right now.
Lacombe.
Oh!
Looks like Dennis.
Another off at Lacombe.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
On your right. Clear right.
Oh gosh. I kind of just want to let him... Well,
Right
now I'm
side.
running wide anyway.
Hold your
That
line.
kind of started like I
Clear
wanted to
right.
let him go, and then I ran wide anyway.
Come on, mate. Defend your position.
Yeah. I'm more worried about the guy behind him. I don't know if it's a slowdown or not. He went way off there.
Okay, Ryan. The next car is Hallery, car number 3. D license.
It's a B license. We're a D. Although, knock on wood, we've done good this race. I think we just have 2x from some off tracks. Alright, should be coming to the white flag here. Oh man, I thought that felt good, but that kind of skipped tires. I lost a bit there. Alright, white flag. Let's just hold what we got here.
White flag. One more lap.
Our last run. Alright, got through there. We handled that pretty well, I think. I'd like to go back and maybe watch the replay to see if other guys are doing it flat out or if everybody's kind of lifting. This is like literally the first race of the week, the first open slot, so I'll be interested in watching some others run it and get some... Best way to learn is by watching others.
Thanks, man.
Oh, somebody's whining about something. I haven't seen the yellow flag, or it didn't tell me that somebody went off, so it must have been behind us. I didn't see the name. I need to move around like that notification box. The wheel blocks it a lot. Especially this wheel with my little car diagram blocks like the message box. Alright, looks like we're going to bring home P8. Not too shabby. I'll take it. Sucks that we're the one car doing that, but I'll have to see if this gives us any safety rating. And there you have it. First official
P8.
race at
That's
Spa.
the end of the race. We'll get him next time. That's the end of the session.
First official race at Spa, a P8. Oh, geez. Don't give us a 1X. Don't give us a 1X. A P8, cleanish race, 2X. Take that. And yeah, Spa is still Spa. Love it. Let's go. Let's go ahead and we'll stop up on straight. Top already on here. Pull over to the side. Avoid this guy. And we'll go check out the incidents. Let's go check them out. All right, here we go with the incidents. First, let's just take a look at turn 1 on the first lap. Usually a chaos zone, but everyone pretty tidy. Here's our... Oh, smokes the first one. Was that on the pace lap to get it started? I don't know. Driving up the inside, runs and just... Yep. Those two. Oh, these same two guys. Here we go. Probably retaliation. Runs him off into the grass. Oh, he's... Yeah. All right, so here's what happens. He retaliates by running him wide, which causes him to go to the barrier, and at that point, that car's like, forget it, I'm taking us both. So the guy who retaliated ends up having this race ruined. Oh, that car just spins around. Is that the one that we lost right, or we gained right as we lost the position in the chicane there? Oh, he goes too far deep. I know what that feels like. I did that too. Didn't really have any self-spins. I never even really felt like I was close to even self-spinning, so we did pretty good there. At the end of the straight. Oh, can't squeeze him through there. Oh, then just turns them. Not quite sure who was at fault here. Oh, those are the ones where those were the leaders, and that guy skidded off into the gravel, yeah. That was for the lead. Here we go. Oh, that dude just dove from way back. Didn't like getting past, I guess. Oh, a little too hard on the gas. I don't know how people can do that in this car. I feel like this car is pretty stable when it comes to getting the back end around. I suppose you could have like gravel on the tires or something. Oh, okay, that's one way to go through a rouge. Just scrub off some speed by hitting the wall. Maybe that's a good tactic. I might have to try that. Going for the dive. Yep. Run out of space. I don't think that was intentional. I think it's just when you do that dive, the turns, you're going to run wide and clip the other. Oh, well, that guy had a lot of problems. A frequent visitor on the incident report here. Yep. Too deep. Again, I know that. Oh, 3 wide. Go on the inside. Oh, this is coming to the finish. Oh. And he ends up not even losing a spot. That was 3 wide there for, I think, like maybe 3rd through 5th. Was that what that was for? Why couldn't they all just crash? That would have been nice. Anyway, so there you have it. Hope you all enjoyed the amazing new vintage arcade retro mode in iRacing and enjoyed our review of the, I don't even remember the name, Dat-Tat Vroom Vroom wheel. You know, a lot to be desired, but it has some really cool features that I wouldn't mind seeing some other manufacturers pick up on. But, you know, decent entry-level wheel if you're looking to get going. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to do this race some more this week. Maybe we'll capture some in the normal mode and put those up. F4 is at Road Atlanta. I just bought that track too because I really want to do that. Love Road Atlanta and the F4 car. That should be fun. And Darlington in NASCAR this week. So lots of videos coming up. Please like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.